Fitzgerald on Big Matt, the second of the Henderson string. Strictly on the book is held by Egypt Mill Prince, last time out. Adrian Maguire, Gnomes Tycoon, sold for a lot of money during the summer and looked worth every penny when he cruised home first time out. And Barry Fenton on Postage Stamp. The horse has got the talent, but the fence has got in the way at Galway in August. He hasn't been posted since. And David Bridgewater on the diminutive Andrew Lott, a horse who won 4 times early in '95, but is way out of the handicap here.
With the rain lashing down, it almost fits the words of Will Ogilvy's poem, hail upon their faces whipping, wet rains through their fingers slipping as they drive their chasers crashing through the fence tops, irons clashing with the fluttering flags to guide them, danger calling, death beside them. 'Tis a game beyond gainsaying, brave, made by the gods for brave men's playing. They wouldn't call themselves brave men, but it's the game they love and the game we all love, and this is the first time in this season that we're seeing it at its very, very best. Lovely sight as they parade down. No bother about horses getting too worried here with these seasoned chasers. And no worries in the crowd either. They may be being windswept and some may be a little bit cold, although I think actually they are all wrapped up well. No worries about the weather, just the thrill of a truly representative Mackeson. Mackeson, one of the first sponsors to come to Cheltenham. It wasn't actually the first. The Hennessy Gold Cup was the first here. It was run at Cheltenham in those days. But that's what they're racing for. That's the prize which Fortria won twice in the first 3 years. And in the third year, I rode in that race the third year, fell off at the third fence, but that was the day too that Fortria came over with a 5-year-old stable companion who won the first race, the Honeyborn Chase, and his name was Arkle.
And joint favourites now on the Mackeson Gold Cup, Coulton and Dublin Flyer, both showing at 4-1. Buckboard Bounce at 5-1. Big Matt is on the drift, out to 7s, was 6s. At 7-1, Egypt Mill Prince. Second Schedule at 8-1. On 12-1, Amtrak Express and Bradbury Star. Gnomes Tycoon, now 14s from 16-1. At 25s, Postage Stamp and Bavard Dieu. And Andrelot still the rank outsider at 100-1.
So just making their way around to the middle of the course. It's a very nice start for the 2 mile 5 chase here. Well, 2 miles 4.5 furlongs. 3 quite quick fences before you turn left-handed and join the main race course, and they always go a good clip here. Nice wide open fences, always plenty of room to get a good sighting. And the horse there on the right, as we're looking at them, Warren Marston, Egypt Mill Prince. He's led this race a couple of times for a long way. Finished second the year before last, third last year. A very, well, let's hope I'm not putting any ill luck on him. Normally a very good, very quick jumper. One of the few in this race who, if Warren Marston decides he's going to let him bowl along, would be capable of laying up and jumping as quickly as Dublin Flyer.
Yep, no one could grudge Egypt Mill Prince the win, but there in our picture now is Bradbury Star, and how lovely it would be if he could do it. There he is, cantering back from a look at the first fence.
Look, that's Egypt Mill Prince there. Bradbury Star just to his right there in the blue colours. And looks plenty fit enough to me, John.
Who, Bradbury Star?
Yeah.
Yes, I hope he is. Obviously Josh is worried lest he might be short of a gallop. He's had the operation to remove chips of bone from his knee, an operation lots of horses seem to need these days, and obviously there's a worry about him needing the race, but this is his day, this is his course. He loves Cheltenham. Watching the replay of last year's race, he came to the second last running away on the bit, and that's what Philip Hyde will hope he does today.
Well, Buckboard Bounce is a wonderful looking horse, trained by John Mulhern over in Ireland up until the middle of last year, when he came over and joined Gordon Richards, and he was successful for Gordon. And Paul Carberry got the mount on this horse because Tony Dobbin up at Ayr to ride one man who's already been successful. And the rain come just in time. He likes to get his toe in the ground. He ran at Newbury and they got away with it, as you can see for yourself. Probably never been better than this, or certainly not for a couple of seasons. He was always thought to just have a little bit of virus on him last year, both in Ireland and over here. Still managed to win a race. Could be very well treated with 10 stone 6.
One of those out of the handicap in the dark colours there, Mick Fitzgerald riding Big Matt. 7 pounds out of the handicap, this 7-year-old by Furry Glen, but he ran a blinder against Egypt Mill Prince at Ascot on his first race of this season. He is, as a matter of fact, because of the shortened handicap, he is 4 pounds worse with Egypt Mill Prince, so on the face of it, it would be pretty surprising if he reverses that form. But here's his stable companion, John Amtrak Express.
Yeah, he's run some good races last year as well. Much lighter type of horse than his stable companion. Looks much more of a stayer. And John Kavanagh and Mick Fitzgerald share most of the rides at Nicky's. Mick probably just gets slightly more than John Kavanagh, but 2 very good jockeys. And as you can see, looks really fit here, Amtrak Express. He's just had the 1 run so far where he finished behind Colton at Wincanton, a long way behind him, it's got to be said.
Another who you couldn't grudge victory to is number 4, Second Schedule, the Irish 10-year-old who finished such a gallant second last year. But as they're coming into line, so it's almost time to wish them the best of luck. A really thrilling Mackeson. As a matter of fact, we think that there's a minute to go, or some, at any rate, a bit of a minute. But Dublin Flyer, as Brendan Powell slightly anticipated, is playing up a little bit before the start. He may need to be led in.
That's it then, they race away. It's the Mackeson Gold Cup, 2.5 miles, 15 fences to jump. Pace comes from Dublin Fire. He's at the head of affairs now. This is the first of the 15. They don't hang about. And the leaders are safely all over the first. In second place is Egypt Mill Prince, and then Bavard Dieu showing third, Big Matt 4. Buckboard Bounce holding 5, second Schedule Amtrak Express, and then the hat-trick seeking Bradbury Star is midfield. Colton well down the pack, but just in front of Postage Stamp, and Gnomes Tycoon, and the rank outsider Andrelot is the trailer. But it's Dublin Flyer that blazes the trail coming towards the third fence. Here he goes, Dublin Flyer, and another spectacular leap, and that the third. They all jumped it well. Dublin Flyer then from Egypt Mill Prince. Will it be third time lucky for him? And then on the inside we have Bavard Dieu sharing third with Amtrak Express, a 3 or 4 length gap to Buckboard Bounce and Bradbury Star and Postage Stamp and Gnomes Tycoon. And second Schedule and Big Matt, and Colton is well out the back, only one behind him at this very early stage, and that one is Andrelot. They're through the first half mile, and Brendan Powell on Dublin Flyer leading. Brendan Powell with Egypt Mill Prince the outside, stride for stride. They come towards fence number 4, and Dublin Flyer pops over it. At the 4th, Andrelot the back marker. Quickly to the 5th then, and Dublin Flyer and Egypt Mill Prince from Bavard Dieu Amtrak Express. On the outside, Gnomes Tycoon has cut through the pack. That's getting closer. Second Schedule makes a mistake towards the back, the horse with the nose band. And it's Dublin Flyer, the white cap, white colours Egypt Mill Prince, black sleeve jacket Gnomes Tycoon, orange cap Postage Stamp, red and white hoops Amtrak Express, blue with a red cap Bradbury Star, dark green and white Bavard Dieu, pale check Buckboard Bounce, yellow colours Colton is getting a little bit closer. He's about 12 lengths off the leader, which is Dublin Flyer. What a smashing horse he is. Here we are, fence number 6. Next time round it'll be the last. Dublin Flyer going on. At the back is Andrelot outclassed. The order then as they pass us. Dublin Flyer takes it from Egypt Mill Prince and Gnomes Tycoon in Amtrak Express and Postage Stamp and Buckboard Bounce. And Bavadier and Second Schedule and Bradbury Star and Colton and Big Matt and Andrelot the trail arriving now at fence number 7. Dublin Flyer attacking. Dublin Flyer takes it from Egypt Mill Prince and Gnomes Tycoon is going well in 3rd place on the outside, through for 2nd now as they make their way towards the back stretch. These 3 clear of Bavadier, Postage Stamp, Amtrak Express, then Buckboard Bounce and Second Schedule and the hat-trick seeking Bradbury Star. Big Matt and Colton is still last but one. Andrelot the trailer jumping fence number 8. Up the front it's no change. Second Schedule, another slight mistake, Andrelot tailing off. Dublin Flyer has it from Gnomes Tycoon, the outside of Egypt Mill Prince there, 1, 2 and 3. Amtrak Express just nosing into the picture. Bradbury Star getting closer now. Colton under Jamie Osborne starting a charge at on the outside, the pale colours, now no more than 4 lengths off the pace. Race away towards an open ditch and Dublin Flyer takes it in the lead, leaps it well from Gnomes Tycoon and Egypt Mill Prince. Second Schedule is tailing off now. Dublin Flyer has it coming towards fence number 11. Dublin Flyer at the head of affairs, Gnomes Tycoon and Egypt Mill Prince 1, 2 and 3. And then behind these we have in 4th place Amtrak Express. Bradbury Star in blue is getting closer. Yellow colours on the outside is Colton, and he's making a great move now as they head to the open ditch at the top of the hill. This is the 4th from home in the Mackeson Gold Cup, and Dublin Flyer driven into it gets a good jump. In 2nd place is Egypt Mill Prince looking for a win in this race. On the outside is Gnomes Tycoon, then Colton the outside of Bradbury Star and Big Matt and Amtrak Express, and Bavadier behind those, and the rest are trailing. They begin the descent. They've got 3 more fences to jump, and it's Dublin Flyer who's done his customary front running roll. He's attacked. They're running his race. Gnomes Tycoon, the dark sleeve jacket. Here comes Bradbury Star, blue colours, further left in yellow. That's Colton. White jacket is Egypt Mill Prince. What a thriller here. Come down towards the 3rd last. And Dublin Flyer, the inside, joined and passed by Egypt Mill Prince. They've got 2 more to jump. Out the back now, Buckboard Bounce. Dublin Flyer and Egypt Mill Prince, the white colours. The dark sleeves and Gnomes Tycoon. On the left of these as we look at them, the top weight Colton in yellow. Bradbury Star behind these looking held. Big Matt starting to pick up. But Dublin Flyer finds more. They start the turn towards the final fence. And Dublin Flyer is toying with them. Egypt Mill Prince in 2nd place, pushed along. Is going to be placed again surely. Black jacket is Big Matt and Mick Fitzgerald. Black sleeves is Gnomes Tycoon. Colton is out of it, and Egypt Mill Prince is rallying. This is the final fence. Egypt Mill Prince gets a good jump. Big batter mistake. Dublin Flyer can find no more, and Egypt Mill Prince is going to lay the Mackeson ghost for Jenny Pittman, or is he? Because Dublin Flyer finds reserves. Dublin Flyer fights back. Egypt Mill Prince once more, not enough. Dublin Flyer, Egypt Mill